How y'all doing? My name is Thewayofjap, no spaces, and we are Dark Circus. From the start, if we go back from the very start, I've had this problem since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, to where when I got really upset, I started laughing uncontrollably, and then I probably hit somebody or do some violent shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically the start of it. So I've always kept this clown mentality. I'm not trying to stem away from the Joker here, because I'm nothing like the Joker, you know what I'm saying? But my laughter leads to anger. It stems from anger, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm upset about something, it's stages to my anger, you know what I'm saying? I get to the point where, okay, I'm balling my fist up or whatever. Then I get to the point where I'm getting quiet, you know what I'm saying? And that's you're in the danger zone, you know what I mean? And then after a while, I start laughing uncontrollably, cackling. That's when you're not talking to me anymore. You're talking to that other guy. And I gave him a name, of course, Joke Face. So yeah, Dark Circus stemmed from me, you know what I mean, laughing or whatever. When I get uncontrollably mad, I start laughing or whatever. So that generated, you know what I'm saying, an alter ego, you know what I mean? And when I got with my lovely girlfriend over here, Roxy, she informed me that was called intermittent explosive disorder and stuff. I ain't never get diagnosed with it apparently, but yeah. I just try not to get too upset, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep a positive environment around me, you know what I'm saying? And I just try to keep myself from getting to that point of anger, you know what I'm saying? And I try to channel that anger into music before I get to that point of, you know what I mean, cackling uncontrollably. It never stops, even when I'm sleeping, you know what I'm saying? My girlfriend even tell you, she sleeps by me every night, you know what I'm saying? I live with her, I love her to death. She'll even tell you, Roxy will tell you that, bro, my mind doesn't stop. I'll be asleep, talking in my sleep, all that, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I feel like that other guy takes over in a sense, when I'm sleeping. Sometimes I have sleep paralysis, all that is crazy. So I put, you know what I'm saying, a label on it, and I just named it Dark Circus, because that's how I feel my mind is. It never stops. Yeah, it's a way of life, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all the way down to religion. That's why I call myself Thewayofjap, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel you know what I mean, my life is a reflection of Dark Circus, you know what I'm saying? The dark thoughts in my mind I put down to my music. That's why I feel my music is so aggressive and, you know what I'm saying, so extraordinary and out the ordinary, you know what I mean? Well, I had this spark of music ever since I was a kid, honestly. I started playing drums in the church when I was a little boy, you know what I'm saying? So I was in love with music ever since then, or whatever. And I would try to play the drums and stuff like that. I got to the point where I was playing the drums in the church. But I would metal music, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because I was a little different kid. I was a little God kid. I was a black sheep, basically, you know what I mean? And I would basically just listen to heavy metal, you know what I'm saying? And that was my genre for the longest time. And eventually I would go into doing screams, metal screams and everything like that. And I wanted to get into a band and everything, because I love bands like Motionless in White. I love bands you know what I mean, Under Oath. I love bands like Currents, you know what I mean? My mom thought I was possessed when I was a kid at one point, because I came in there and did I came in the kitchen and did a metal scream. I'll never forget it. And she hit me and I ran or whatever. But yeah, they always thought I was different, you know what I mean? My mom always was turn that devil music off and stuff like that. So yeah, I was always misconceived as a Satanist or whatever. It was funny as hell. Bro, it's just crazy. It's an entirely another universe. It's literally a black hole, and it sucked me in at a young age, and I'm still there, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to leave. I feel Dark Circus is a way out, you know what I'm saying, of reality. And I feel it's my own reality, it's our own reality, it's Dark Circus' own reality. Every single member, you know what I'm saying, in the group Dark Circus, we're a well-oiled machine, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna work together to get this, and we're gonna work together, you know what I'm saying, to do what we need to do to take over the world.
Hi, I'm Roxy Rose. I am the other half of Dark Circus. Me and Thewayofjap met when we were little kids, and seeing him on the guitar was so amazing. And he started talking to me about how he wants to do this whole Dark Circus thing. He wants to do music full time and everything. And he introduced me to the character of Jokeface. And when he gave me that, I took that to make a whole universe. And I'm working on a novel to coincide all of his music. I have several different books lined up that are going to take us through different universes of Jokeface and Roxy in their different lives as they live and die, dealing with whatever is the plot of the book. Because I have 4 or 5 different ones lined up that I do want to turn into a comic book eventually.
The music is like an expression of me, because if I didn't make music, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd probably be in a psych ward, like with a straight jacket on me. I'm just keeping it bland right now. Like I'd probably be committed like 15 murders, and I'd be somewhere else right now if it weren't for music. You know what I'm saying? And also tattoos, like tattoos were, you know what I mean, a big thing for me that got me out of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all of that. But this was done by an enemy. He's a fuckboy, excuse my language. You know what I mean? These 2 tattoos. But this one right here is one of my favorites because all the heartbreak that I've suffered and all the pain, you know what I'm saying? It's in right there. Tatted it on me. I feel like my heart is broken and bleeding. You know what I mean? It's all contributed to the trauma of Dark Circus and what I really am inside. I don't want to label it a cult because like I feel like the word cult gets like villainized a lot. Well, I am the villain. I feel like, honestly, I feel like my personality is like very villainous, but I'm kind of like the anti-hero because I have good ways. I have good ways about me, of course, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like for the most part, my mind is very dark and I have a lot of dark thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I came up with Dark Circus. It's very, like I said, it's a very dim circus, almost like a black and white picture, but you'll see reds there and like light grays and many different colors, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother realm, you know? Like my mind's elsewhere. That's why I'm like so dim-witted and focused on music, because music is the keyhole, and you know what I'm saying, my mind is like the door to that world, and I want to open up that door to the entire universe. I don't want to limit this to planet Earth. I know I sound crazy here, but I want this like to be extended to the entire universe, my mind.
Hey, y'all doing? I'm Brian on socials. I'm Brian Wright, producer, multi-instrumentalist, born and raised in South Florida. Originally, I played in a couple bands with Thewayofjap, just drums, percussion. He needed a drummer, and we formed a relationship, and the rest is history. I've seen him develop as an artist, but what's crazy is Dark Circus has really been part of his persona, at least since I've met the guy. I think even when we were playing in bands, there was always he definitely had he always had a personality. We never put a genre on anything, and I think Thewayofjap has taken many forms, and really Dark Circus, as far as context I'm in and I play a part of, it's his brainchild. I really think being a producer myself, seeing Jab take the musical craft and form and give it a personality, I thought was really interesting. I didn't realize he had developed this whole world, and it's awesome. It's awesome, and he's just really passionate about what he does, and I've been blessed to be a part of that crazy awesome journey, and I'm excited for where he's going, not just with Dark Circus, but just as a musician, as a person. Currently, right now, I'm working on a track that it definitely matches the Dark Circus theme. It definitely represents, I think, where he's going as an artist, as a musician, where we're going, and I'm excited. It's, as we speak, it's being crafted, but meanwhile, it's just I'm learning about Dark Circus. I'm learning about my place, and it's been fun. It's been really fun. So I'm excited.
So like in the future, I want to get to the point where I'm throwing like literal big events. Like think about Fright Night, think about Halloween Horror Nights and stuff like that. And it's gonna be like a big circus, you know what I'm saying, with events going on, vendors, you know what I'm saying, catering, all that stuff, you know what I mean. And eventually, at the end of all the events, we're gonna have a list of artists performing at these events, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be the finishing act. Dark Circus is gonna be the finishing act, of course, but we're gonna eventually have a bunch of people at these, you know what I'm saying, shows when I get, you know what I'm saying, what I can get behind this. But yeah, even I'm gonna reach out to the physically challenged community. I'm gonna hire those guys and have them do their, you know what I'm saying, physical movements or whatever physical challenge they have, you know what I'm saying, paint them up in clothing and stuff just to add to the element of Dark Circus, you know what I'm saying. And no disrespect to the physically challenged community. I love y'all, love all my fans. Yeah, Thewayofjap. Well, what love means to me, honestly, I believe love is a made-up concept that the human mind applies to itself to, you know what I mean, keep itself from going crazy in the cold world we call Earth today. That's my honest opinion on love. Now, do I have love? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is my other half. It's my world. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Roxy Rose. It's my world. I love her to death more than anything. You know what I mean? But as for love in general, I feel like I said, love is a made-up construct. Humans made it up, you know what I'm saying, to keep ourselves from going crazy. And the natural instinct for a human is to desire companionship. Any creature desires companionship. You know what I mean? And I feel like as humans and as Homo sapiens, we desire companionship, and we evolved into having love as a basic instilled emotion. I feel like as a kid, you know what I'm saying, I was growing up in a house, you know what I mean, where I was always the black sheep, you know what I'm saying, so I always had to fight and scrape for mines. So like, I feel like when I hit a bump in the road, you know what I mean, I feel like that's just another obstacle I had to jump over. And I feel like me as a human, I feel like we are all gods as humans, you know what I'm saying? We are our own gods. The definition of a god, if you look it up, is the ability to create. You know what I'm saying? We create every day, construct buildings, we construct everything, you know what I'm saying? Like we create stuff. I tapped into that because of my work ethic, I've always just had to scrape, and I've always been told no. Like everybody's always told me no, so I've had to beat down every single obstacle and wall with my own two bare hands. And then when I screamed out for help from a lot of people, majority of people in my life, you know what I'm saying, like there's a small percentage of people in my life, like my circle today, literally that reached out, you know what I'm saying, and helped me or whatever when I cried for help. And whether that not even been physical, it was emotional, whether it be my music, whether, you know what I'm saying, my expression, my facial expression, my body language, anything, you know what I'm saying. I've always had to do it myself, and the few people that came along with me are the same people that are here with me today, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like that allowed me, that always having to get it myself, you know what I'm saying, and having to do things, you know what I'm saying, myself, and always having to grind and scrape through my stuff. I feel like that really awakened that third eye in me, that, you know what I'm saying, that dog in me, should I say, that allowed me to describe, you know what I'm saying, to that point to where I unlocked that mind state that I have to keep going, I have to have this. Like I won't be told no. I've been told no too many times in my life. My entire life has been filled with N-O. Sick of it. So I'll beat it down just like every other obstacle that stood in front of me in the past. I'll do the same today, and that's what I'll keep doing until we're at the top. Dark Circus gang. My last closing remarks to you: never be scared to be who you are in a world that tries to make you what it wants to be, in a system that tries to trap you inside what it wants to be. Never be scared to embark on a different journey, on a different road. Because if you embark on the same road as everyone else, guess what you are? You're a sheep. Never be afraid to embark on something different. That is my message to the youth, and that is the message to the human race. I love you guys. Dark Circus, Thewayofjap out.